Look, guys, I found the robot part. It was in this outside area all along. So I guess now we gotta go back to camp, because, I mean, where else? I am certain, though, there is like a scanner bot for, you know, the missing collectibles in this level. But, oh well. I think at this point we're just gonna blitz to the end. So let's try to... You know, there's a bunch of unexplored little hexagons, probably with some crystals, but whatever. It's like the whole crystal collecting stuff is just so boring. Like, if this were any better game, like, they wouldn't just sprinkle the crystals around this bland desert. Like, they would actually hide them throughout the levels. Of course, you have to make the levels substantially big enough to be able to have hiding places for them. And, I mean, that's just another thing this game should have had, just bigger levels that had, you know, interconnectedness. So yeah, I don't know what, like, the final reward is for all the crystals, but I don't care. I think we've seen pretty much the bulk of this game's creativity. Just making sure I scan these guys. Like, it's kind of hard to tell if you scan these things because they're, like, naturally green. Like, they're already glowing green. And that's the same color for unscanned targets. It's kind of misleading a little bit. Just kind of looking around for like any noteworthy things out here that I might have missed. I don't really see anything. It's like this game pretty much has the same problem that Pikmin 4 had, where it's just way too simplistic. And, like, it would be like if it were your first Metroid or Pikmin game. I mean, it's a decent introduction to the formula. Like, it's not too complicated, and it's, you know, fun enough to pass. And then it'll, you know, help you be ready for the prior titles if you decide to play them. But the point is, like, this game should have been on par with the prior titles. It should have been just as complicated and maze-like and challenging. But it's because they spent so long between releases that they had to start the difficulty from scratch, basically, and just make an easier and less in-depth game. Which is and still kind of ironic because, like, just a few years before this, they released Prime Remastered, which was, and you know, you think that should have been people's reintroduction to Prime. Give us an overview of what the formula is supposed to be. And because of that, this game just feels like a downgrade in comparison. And same with Pikmin 4, because they did a remake of Pikmin 3 a few years back, and they also ported Pikmin 1 and 2 to the Switch, you know, around the same time Pikmin 4 released. But I will say, like, this game is better when you mute the dialogue. Okay, I guess we'll just pay a quick visit to the crystal, just for the heck of it. Just to turn in the ones we got. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have enough for a reward, but whatever. Just going to skip the cutscene. Yeah, we didn't get anything. Okay. So I guess now we're pretty much, like, when I agree to the mission, that's going to be like the final level and stuff. Yep. Let's do this. If there's anything you need to complete, now's the time. Yes, I am. I think I have, like... and now there's no muted dialogue. Like, I don't get the inconsistency for that.
Our mission is to guide Samus to the Master Teleporter. To do that, we gotta cross Soul Valley and destroy the force field around Chrono Tower.
Do we get to play as the robot? That'd be pretty awesome. And, you know, and here's another cool aspect that the prior games had that this one doesn't. The artifacts. Because, you know, like, you had to find the 12 artifacts in Prime 1 to beat the game, and, you know, they were fairly well hidden. Same with Prime 2, you had to find the 9 keys. They were also well hidden. And, like they were important quest MacGuffins that the game, you know, wouldn't just hand to you as you played it. You had to, like, you know, explore and find them. And I guess, I mean, this game had something similar with the mech parts, but really the mech parts were not really hidden at all. It's like 5 of them were just around the desert here. And the only notably hidden one was the one in the flare pool, where you had to come back with the super missile and fight that mini-boss. You know, it would have been nice if, you know, the other mech parts were just in the other levels, and you had to find them in well-hidden places. But they really weren't. Destroyed. We don't get to play as the mech, sadly. Oh, I don't care for you, Mac. And I'm also betting there's, like, no collectibles inside the Chrono Tower. Like, the final collectibles I'm missing are probably around the desert somewhere. But, oh well. And there might even be, like, a whole other shrine or two that I just didn't find, because, you know, there were some unexplored hexagons. Oh well. Samus's outfit really is cool, though. Like, I might even like it better than the light suit from Prime 2. So yeah, now this is pretty much the beginning area, because these things are already scanned. Oh, not these things, though. Oh, I can get a cutscene. like how it just bounces my things off. Okay, we're just going in. We don't have to like do anything with him. So, like, you established that there were 12 Lamorne who went to find me. We could have easily done a 12 artifact system.
Hello? Hello?
How's your interview go?
Oh, it went good.
Good. Did you everything? You got it or what?
Don't know yet. He had 4 more interviews to do.
Okay.
But he sounded, he was very positive, he said. Of course, this guy, he's kind of new, so he might start off his mouth.
This looks ominous. I love this. I mean, we're not depleting their health, unfortunately. I mean, we're gonna just wait a long time on this elevator. I need to get my target practice in. The whole diverse crew of modern media trash. So now we're just at the top of the tower, so it's not even going to be like a full area. It's just a straight linear path to the end. Really summarizes this entire game. Oh yeah, that's the thing from the beginning, yeah. Okay, there's something over here. This is a cool perspective. I mean, if you guys can't even come with me, then that's fantastic. What was even the point of bringing you in the first place?
us home.
Silex! I was wondering when you would show up. So yeah, you were inside that thing all along. So you're like making the robots. So you're the one talking now. Well, I mean, I would like to hear your voice, honestly. Alright, well, for the sake of this climax, I will turn the voices back up. Just so we can hear Silex's voice, maybe. Can I properly scan you this time? Yes, I can. Now I gotta scan that thing too, because it's probably another unique scan. Not exactly. Okay, so what are we doing first? I guess we just gotta... Oh, wait, I think I know what we gotta do first. Same thing we've been doing for, well, a few other bosses. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we do pretty much gotta do this again. So, I mean, here's another problem about the game, like Silex. Like, you know, people are really hyping up Silex because, like, oh, he was in the secret ending of Prime 3, and he's also in, you know, Hunters, so he's like a big deal. Then he's, like, barely in this game. Like, even Ravenbeak, in Metroid Dread had more hype, even though, like, his hype was pretty much limited to Dread. Oh, wait, okay, I see what we gotta do, Yeah, we never actually had to use this skill for a boss.
Alright, let's get the rest of these off.
It's a little bit annoying. There we go. And then we gotta shoot him, and then he's gonna, like, rebuild the stuff.
Now's our chance. Hit him with everything you got.
Oh, no, now they're even more advanced. Yikes. So what are we gonna do for this one? Dragon The dragon head sword. Damaging dragon. I mean, obviously.
You got this.
Okay, so we're just shooting it normally still. Maybe I should shoot missiles, actually. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It doesn't seem to be making too much of a difference, but I feel like I am shooting it better. Okay, then they revert back to their... Okay, still can't hit them. Yeah, I hope you guys know how to frickin' jump. Well, they do. That is great. That is great. And then you kind of trolled me. It's actually easier to just shoot my gun. Well, that was actually a lucky shot. And now it's blue. Is it a not really unique scan? Wait! Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to, like, use the different beams? Is it, like, color-coded? Okay, I am taking some bad damage here. Okay, so, alright, so you are using ice right now, which means I gotta use fire, I'm guessing.
Need help, Samus?
It doesn't seem like it's making that much of a difference. Alright, now you're using a new technique. Kind of reminds me of the top men from Mario Galaxy. How do you not take damage there, whoever you are? I guess I should just try using the motion controls. So I'm really just using the right analog stick. Oh, but now we're gonna do this again, so I can't attack you anyway. Actually, wait, what if I do this? Alright, where's the idiot? Unfortunately. Oh, crud, I could have gotten 2 of them. That's sad. Alright, that was lucky. Thanks for being generous there. So you really did materialize 5 of them this time. Alright, thank you, whoever did that. Alright, if we're lucky we can get a second one. Perfect.
Good.
Okay, so now you're electrical, so should I just use electricity? Oh, okay, yeah, look at the floor this time. Okay. This is just like an additional layer of challenge. It's so stupid.
You're down.
And you can't trust them not to get out of the dangerous zones. Alright. Now we're gonna do this again. I am almost down myself, but I doubt you guys can heal me. Yep. Oh, this is gonna suck. Ouch, wasn't ready to... Wow, that really did the number on me.
Sarge is down. Thanks.
Oh, this battle is so sodding useless. Okay, well, who else is down? Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I doubt you'll be able to do that in turn, to me. Alright, now we're into phase 2, because you went through all your elemental dragon heads. So that's your voice. Yay! Can we at least be taken away from our teammates? I wish I got those health refills, though. Hopefully the game will at least give me a checkpoint. See what happens. Alright, thank you for the health. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, I can maneuver around, basically. Okay, I am doing damage. I couldn't really tell at first. Oh, like... Jeez. What am I looking at? How do you avoid that? Maybe this. That did not do anything. Yeah, I see those health refills flying out. I am not able to grab them. Well, I got that one, but I kind of lost it at the same time. Like, all the health refills are just appearing behind his thingies. Now we're way out in space. This is cool. Nice little cosmic battlefield, I guess.
Just you and me, Samus. Come on, let's get this over with.
Like, this should be climactic, but within the context of the game, we really know nothing about you. Like, even in Ravenbeak, we learned quite a lot of... Or, like, Metroid Dread, we learned quite a lot about Ravenbeak. And then there's that nice little twist at the end. Also, you might actually be a unique scan. Lockjaw. Oh, so this little thing right now is a unique scan. Look at the eye. Oh, goodness me. Is that a heart container? Dude just... Wow, it's just carrying a heart container with him. That's interesting. Am I meant to chase him? Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not a proper heart container. It's just a nice health refill. That was stupid. I was trying too hard to scan him. I don't really want shot ammo. I want health, please. Okay, now he's gonna teleport, right? Oh, you're over there. I was very unsure what you were doing. Ow! Oh my goodness, that was painful. What am I meant to do now? Okay. I think it's too late. Welp. So where's that gonna restart me? Nice laugh. Okay, load checkpoint. So are we starting in the... Okay, we're starting this phase. And it doesn't refill your health. Well, it could be worse, honestly. It could be a lot worse. Thank you for the health. Missiles can't do anything there. What are you supposed to do with those things? Freeze? Burn? Nothing really seems to work against those things. And it is so hard to grab the health refills here. Oh, and then we're switching phases before I grab that refill. Gotta remember to also scan that other form he goes into. Also, should try dropping power bombs. Come to think of it. All right, so now I gotta scan this. Good old lockjaw. How do you get me with that? I was below you, whatever. Alright, now you're about to do the thing, right? So I gotta be ready to do this. Make sure I go around those things there. Perfect. Didn't mean to do that. Now I did. Alright. Oh, okay, that was a low one that time. Clever. When you think about my double jump, should be able to dodge either one of them. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you did there. Again, makes sense. Not a big deal, though. Okay. Thank you for the energy tank. So is what he's actually doing is he's taking my heart container. Is that it? Wow. How are you meant to dodge that? Do you just have to jump? Makes sense that you just have to jump over that. I had no idea what you're meant to do about to dodge this attack. So where the frick is my motion aimer? At least they're going into this phase with more health. Yeah, that really doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess you are just meant to frickin' dodge it. And then he gets stunned so you can get him. He's gonna be helped this time for that over the shot ammo. 'Cause the shot it's like, when it comes to bosses, like, the shot ammo or the missiles really don't do anything. Then you're gonna do the ground one, right? That's what I thought. I'm just gonna do this, dodge this attack, because that's pretty much how I dodged it last time, not a big deal. And then you're gonna do that a second time, which is super easy to dodge. Yeah, so yeah, as long as you jump over that, this is actually pretty simple. Oh, you're right next to me now. That's easy to dodge just by jumping, and I can keep shooting him. And then you give me some more health, lovely. And then you transform again, so what attacks are you gonna have this time? Yeah, really not a big deal at all, that attack. And then to conserve your last bit of health, you're going to do this again. Yeah, this is actually really simple to dodge. Come on, you're almost toast. Just take it already. You're gonna save him now?
Shouldn't we go after her?
Tell me how and I'm there. Alert. Visual anomaly detected. Great. What now? Here we go. Be ready for anything.
tangent for a second, boss.
Glad to have you with us.
Samus, does that mean Silex is good? Ready to go home?
We'll be right behind you.
I gotta go potty.
Oh, your crystal powers the teleporter. It only responds to you. Wait, is that Virus? That must be Tanamar. Home sweet home. And you are sure? Well, we're gonna find out.
You did it.
We're really going home. Silence! No!
Protect the teleporter!
Are you alright? I got you.
Providing cover.
Teleporter's not gonna last long. You gotta make the jump while you still can. I'll do my best to stabilize the power. Yes. Restart the sequence. We'll buy you time while it charges.
Yay, thank you, Silex. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
So long be with you.
Yay. Okay. So yeah, that final boss was cool. It felt pretty climactic. Problem is, like, we just know nothing about Silex. And, you know, some people might say, well, you should have seen a playthrough of Hunters to learn about Silex. Like, well, they should have taught us about Silex in this game. If he's gonna be such a big deal, they should have, like, we should have went over his history. You know, had some exposition about him or something, like we had with Ravenbeak. Because Silex has had no real presence in this game, aside from a couple random boss fights. And you know what else hasn't had a presence? The Metroids. It's like it's kind of stupid that they gave Metroids the ability to, possess creatures, be parasites, like the X-Parasites or the Ing. Like, that kind of defeats the uniqueness of them, honestly, instead of making them, life suckers. And energy suckers and whatnot. But it's the fact that, we really didn't need that concept in the game at all. Because, all these bosses we fought, just make them into aggressive monsters that are, protecting their territory. Especially the first one was just an upgraded space pirate. Like, space pirates are obviously already aggressive. Who cares? So yeah, that whole plot point just did not need to exist at all. It's kind of, it's even like in Metroid Prime 2. Like, the Metroids had nothing really to do with the game. They were just in the space pirate base, and that was just a fairly small area in and of itself. They had a, slightly better presence in Metroid Prime 1, But in Prime 2, and especially this game, Metroid just didn't need to exist. I get that it's, the series is called Metroid, but it doesn't always have to be about the Metroids. Because this game definitely was not about the Metroids. It was about Viros and the Grievers and the Lemorn. So yeah. This game was disappointing overall. I mean, absolutely, everyone agrees. The party system was annoying. The areas were way too linear and small with no interconnectedness. The music was cool. I really liked the music. The general atmosphere of the areas was great. And I'm glad, they made an attempt to stick to, the Metroid formula. I'm glad this at least felt like the prior games in terms of gameplay and atmosphere. They didn't need to, break the mold like they did with Breath of the Wild or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Which, yeah, those were cool ideas, but they also sacrificed a lot of what made the prior games great. And, unfortunately, Nintendo... those games were sadly so successful that Nintendo's gonna stay wedded to them and completely forsake the old formula and all its, fun aspects. Like, Zelda's never going to have good dungeons again. Or, more area variety and junk like that. So I'm glad, this Metroid game, stuck to, held on to Prime's, classic ways, what it's about. But it was just a poor attempt at it, basically. Because, like I said, there's no interconnected levels, and there's even a lack of upgrades, because, we're missing the visors. The visors were a cool aspect of the previous Prime games. Then there's, of course, the open desert hub world, which was super boring. They should have just made it a proper, explorable, maze-like area. Kind of Prime 2 also had sort of a hub world, but it was still as complex as a normal area, And, yeah, they should have done that with this game's desert, more or less. And, in the green crystals, the Emeridium as I call it, they should have just, instead of just sprinkling those around the desert, they should have just made them hidden throughout the game. You find, a secret passage or something. Or a breakable wall. I mean, they already, hide the other upgrades in hidden places. But maybe, the crystals could be fairly out in the open. Maybe not super obvious, but not super hidden either. Just so, we could consistently collect them throughout the game, and then get the upgrades that follow. So yeah, that would... even in, the jungle level here, there was a crystal deposit. That was, the only time a crystal deposit appears in a proper level. So why couldn't we just do that throughout the whole game, The motorcycle was cool. I mean, I had no real problems with it. I mean, it was just another ability for Samus, and it was technically a more unique ability. I would have preferred it if they just gave us the shines. I mean, the speed booster. Because, like, the speed booster could have worked. Like, if you have enough room to build up energy, it switches to, a third-person perspective for Samus as she starts running, and then she builds up that speed, and maybe you have to, like, dodge around obstacles as you're building up speed, jump over them, and then you can stop, and then you can aim your Shine Spark. Maybe they can design it so that the Shine Spark aiming in a 3D space is easier. Like, maybe, like, time would freeze as you're holding the button, and then you can use the stick to aim your direction. Which, it could lead to sequence breaking, but, that's what Metroid is about, too. Depending on the area you're using it in. But I think the speed boost and Shine Spark could have worked. And I would have preferred that over having the motorcycle. Because really, the motorcycle was just for getting around the empty desert. It wasn't really used that much in the other areas. I mean, yeah, in the lava area, you had to sail it over the lava, and there was a cool boss fight involving it, so fair enough. All the same, though. It's, Alright. We did some good completion. And now we unlocked hard mode, which I will not play. I'll probably just sell this game back to GameStop, same with SpongeBob, because I am not really attached to it. So, okay, is this something new, though? It seems like an epilogue scene, if anything. It's just like the battlefield from the beginning. Again, though, Samus's suit is really sick. I love it. And that's the life fruit. Collecting. Cool. We're gonna plant, like, a new sacred tree here. And that'll, like, spread the knowledge of the Lemorne or something. No, now we have to get rid of the suit. I mean, she obviously can't have this for the sequel titles. Which, like, chronologically... So, chronologically, Metroid 1 from the NES was the first game. After that, it's the whole Prime series. And then we go to Metroid 2 on, the Game Boy. It's kind of crazy to think about. And after that, it's Super Metroid and, the other 2D games that follow. I do appreciate how the party members died. Not just because, I didn't like them, but because it just makes for a more impactful ending that Metroid should be known for. Like, in a way, it's almost more heart-wrenching than blowing up a whole planet, because that planet's already dead to the parasites, Yes. I'm not going to try to look for those other collectibles that I'm missing. I think I'm fine right now. So yeah, this ending was good. It was pretty impactful. Oh yeah, and speaking of the empty desert, I kind of talked about this before, but you need, like, an amiibo, a $30 amiibo to get the desert music. But you can also get it by 100%ing the game, which is also kind of weird because, just now we can't go back into the game unless we start a new game. So that doesn't even make sense. Technically, I didn't have to do that. I could have just gone back into the game with the 100% completion. But even then, I have no reason to keep exploring the desert because it's boring. That's such a stupid idea. So before we end this off, I am going to look up if there's a secret video, and I guess I'll talk about it. There's some other stuff. I guess I'm just gonna mute this, and I'm gonna play the audio from my computer, basically. Alright, so the one that we just saw was like the normal ending. There's also like a bad ending. But so it's just the Silex fight. Okay. So the bad ending is if you take too long to hit the teleporter switch, and it says, Master Teleporter Destruction Imminent, and then it's just a flash, and then game over, basically. So that's the bad ending. Makes sense. So now I'm gonna watch the 100% ending. Basically, Samus appears on the desolate field. She's gonna plant the seed. Okay, so in the 100% ending, you get to see her face, because that's how Metroid does it. You only get to see her face and stuff when you get 100% or you beat it in a fast time. So yeah, otherwise it's pretty much the same. And now the secret Silex scene. So this should be a bit more interesting. So a bunch of soldiers are at war with the space pirates, probably in the same field. This might also just be the beginning of the game, like where it took place.
New weapon, if I can seize it. No, I've dispatched Samus's team. Await their arrival and join forces. Yes, sir. Orders. Sir, proceed as planned. Give me that weapon.
So I'm guessing that's Silex talking. Get me that weapon. You're not wanting to wait for Samus. Then those pirates launch the weapon. It's basically a big energy field. It's made from the Lamorne artifact. Silex is the only survivor because he ducked down from the explosion. Everyone else got disintegrated. And that's when Samus arrives. To totally show him up. And Samus just shoots the weapon cannon with one charge shot. But she would not be that strong in game. Then she is approaching Silex. Like, we just saw this in the flashback during the final boss. She offers a hand to Silex, but he slaps it away. So, is this just his problem? And then he's, like, traumatized by their death. Yeah, so Silex was basically traumatized, and I guess he's mad at Samus either for showing him up or not coming sooner. I mean, I get why he has a problem with Samus, but everything else doesn't really line up that well. You know, how he ends up, taming, getting Metroids under his command. And why, he's against, like, the whole Federation, I don't know. It's weird. Let's look through the gallery, I guess. I don't care about you guys. I'm glad we will not see you again. It's not gonna happen. I guess I did move TV, didn't I? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I do have an autosave back at Chrono Tower, so I'm pretty much locked to the final boss right now. Okay, so in hard mode, save stations only restore health, but not your ammo. That's cool. Well, this has been Metroid Prime. Definitely not Prime. And definitely not a 4. It's definitely like a Metroid 3.5. Maybe even a Metroid 0.4. So yeah, what a disappointment.